There's just empty space in there. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And last week I spoiled everyone with a very fashionable video. And I thought, you know what, since I'm on a roll at the moment, you know, just call me Miranda. I thought I would do another little clothing kind of video. But this time, because I'm partial to a hat, I thought we would customize a bunch of hats. Just do a few like different things with it. This was actually inspired by a couple of months ago when I did the embroidered shoes, which was really difficult to do. A couple of you suggested I embroider on a hat, which I thought was a fantastic idea, and I don't understand why I didn't think of doing that. I'm going to be a lot of rhyming today apparently. Yay! So by the end of today I should have 4 brand new unique hats to add to my collection. So I think we'll start off with the grey hat. And my idea for this one is I wanted to embellish this with my favourite TV mother, and that is obviously Moira Rose.
Oh, hello you!
So before I started recording, I've just printed off loads of Moira faces, and these are on heat transferable paper stuff. You can use it in your printer. Some of these prints are really shocking, mind, because I bought a brand new printer not long ago, and honestly it's shite. The print quality and everything is just so bad. I've tried everything before anyone even says anything. I've cleaned the heads and aligned it and done all that other bullshit that you have to do with a printer, and for some reason it still prints out crap. That's one thing I don't understand as a society.
Here we go.
With the advancements in technology and stuff, why we still can't get it right. Why we can't get regular printers to just stop being dicks. They're just proper asses, aren't they? I don't know whether it's just me, I have no luck with printers. They're always terrible. And I refuse to buy another one. So some of these may just be a little bit dodgy, like this one for example. What happened to Moira's eye? She didn't look that disheveled. In this episode she did look very disheveled because she got some really bad news and she was having a bit of a moment.
Cindy below her, Cindy, I just gave her a blowout!
But still, she did not look that bad. But apparently, what you're able to do with this is just kind of, the iron's not on yet, is just do that with that and it sticks it on. We'll see if this works, I don't know, this could be an absolute failure.
So I'm right. Spot on!
I usually like to keep my stickers on my hats, but for this one I'm going to take it off because I need that real estate for Moira's face. I also don't understand why we keep stickers on hats. It's like the cool thing to do, isn't it? Don't know why. Right, who do I want at the front? I've got lots of different sizes. Oh, the crows. Oh, you're going to be just too short to fit on there. Wait there. Oh, I tell you what we could do. A collection of Moiras. Yes. Right, we'll start with this one and see how it goes. So I just want to cover it with a bit of paper. Get the iron. Oh, I didn't want the steam on. No, no steam. No steam. I think normal people for this would use like a heat press or something. I don't own a heat press and I don't really have any use for a heat press. But an iron will do just as good, I think, and I hope. That needs longer. The thing is, I don't want to burn my hat. I don't know how long this takes. I also don't want to burn my table. I should really put a towel down or something, shouldn't I? How's that doing? Oof. Oh, that's toasty. That is hot. And then I think I just peel it off. Well, that hasn't done anything. How do these work? Okay, I think I need it to be a bit longer. I'm gonna have to get a towel or something. Actually, what makes more sense is an ironing board, doesn't it? Duh. I wonder whether to actually use this or not. Do you think I should just iron it straight on like that? Because it's already got the paper on. I'll just try it like this, see if this works better. Because I can't see what I'm doing with the paper either. I think you have to give it some like force. You have to actually press down, otherwise it's not gonna work.
It doesn't matter.
Right, has that worked? Why are you not working? How unusual. I did buy heat transfer paper. Wait there, give us a second. Yeah, print, cut, iron, heat press on, done. You make it sound very easy and I'm struggling and I don't know why. 100% cotton fabric t-shirt print and transfers. Surely it'll print on a hat though. Maybe we just need to go longer. I'll crank the heat up all the way and we'll just do it longer and see if that helps. I'm starting to burn my hat now, so have you worked yet? How on earth has this not stuck yet? Am I supposed to take something off? I don't get it. I genuinely have no idea how these are supposed to work.
How long have we been here?
I feel like we're off to a very bad start already. I thought this would be the easiest hat to make. I should have really practiced, shouldn't I? But I didn't think I was going to have this issue. Is it because of the material? It is so hot, this hat. It's acrylic. Maybe it doesn't go to like... It's proper bendy now. Let me just see. Do I have a cotton t-shirt or anything? Tell you what, I have a little bit of cotton here. I just want to see if it's me going crazy or not. And if it is the actual hat. Because if it's the hat, then it's pointless even trying this, isn't there? Because it's not going to work. I can see smoke. I don't think that's good that I can see smoke. Has that worked on here?
I've got nothing left!
Why is this so hard for? Seriously, these little transfer things had really good reviews on Amazon, so I don't understand. I thought I would just heat it up, it would get tacky, and it would stick on. I think that's the whole point. Why are they being little shits for? You're not gonna work, are you? I don't understand how hot I can possibly make this for it to work, because I'm gonna end up just burning the studio down. And I don't want that. My plans have been scuppered already. I'm very sorry, Moira, but you're not gonna be on my hat.
Oh no!
If anyone understands what's gone wrong with that, let me know in the comments, because I have absolutely no idea. I feel like I've done everything right and it still wasn't working. So I'm coming up with a plan B on the spot for this hat, because I want a custom made hat. As you can see, I've already ruined it. Like, look at it. It's all bubbled and melted because of the stupid iron. So what I thought I would do is I've just got some spray paint here and I'm just going to do like a graffiti spray hat. This is just really thinking on my feet and just trying to come up with something. I will remind everyone as well, these spray paints are so old. Like, honestly, they're ancient. Oh, that's a bit different, isn't it? Like some different effects. I like that. Right, now I need to do the back. I tell you what, I've got that kind of cool effect, and I'm going to do this other bit, the front bit, at another time, another day, once that's dry, because I know this is going to go badly. I feel like I'm rushing because everything's going really wrong at the minute. But I'll finish this one off doing exactly the same technique, and then I'll put a little video on and show everyone what it looks like on the screen right now, and I'm sure it looks amazing and super cool and better than this grey hat. So that's different. I'm really happy about that one. Oh my god, I am winning.
We're losing him.
Okay, so moving on to another hat, and unfortunately this one started off as a fail as well.
Oh, for God's sake, I can't stand this.
Don't know what's happening today. I'm on a bit of a redeeming mission. For some reason, these hats don't want me to go anywhere near them or change them, but I'm also determined to fight back. So for this pink hat, I thought it would be really cool and interesting to bleach one side and do like a kind of distressed bleachy half hat, half pink colour. I thought it'd look really fun, possibly go back into it at some point and do something else. But that was kind of the initial idea. I slapped a ton of neat bleach onto this hat. Fantastic, let it set, let it do its thing. I washed it, and then this is what it looked like afterwards. Literally nothing had changed. The bleach had zero effect on this hat, and I don't understand why. But now reading that these are made from acrylic, I have a feeling that's why the bleach didn't work on the hat, because it's plastic, it's a plastic hat, and it just looks like fabric, and it confuses us, it really confuses us. I don't understand how they managed to weave plastic, like polyester and stuff, and acrylics, and make it look like clothes. How is that possible? How does that happen? I don't understand. But anyway, I wasn't giving up on this hat. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do something fun with it. So I bought myself a pack of fabric pens for this, which really, ideally, I should have bought like acrylic pens or just like paint markers or something, not realizing that this fabric isn't actually fabric, but never mind. And I thought for one side I would do this fun little doodle in lots of different colours, lots of different shapes, make it kind of look street arty and also a bit graffiti at the same time too. And I also wanted to leave some of the pink cap that was still showing up through. And once it was done, it was looking like this, and you might be thinking, doesn't really look like anything, it's just some colour. Well, I decided to turn these little blobs into tiny little ghosts. So I just added some little eyes and mouths on them all and had like a little fun, colourful graffiti ghost hat. And this is what I've got. I think this is really interesting actually. It's just a bit different, isn't it? I think that looks really fun. Obviously no one else ever is going to have this hat, and you've got it up there too. Oh, what do we think about that? I think that's really cool actually. And this idea is a really simple idea. Literally anyone can do it. You don't have to piss around with an iron and have a complete mental breakdown over it. This, just get some pens. It can even just be some Sharpies. You don't need fabric pens. And just, I don't know, doodle whatever you want. See, look at me today, turning things around, going from failure, flipping it over and turn it into a success. That's what us crafters do, you know. We have so many failures. I fail all the time. And to be fair, it's very rare I rescue it as well. So I'm quite happy and quite pleased with this. Okay, so moving on to our third hat today. And for this one, I wanted to go for kind of like a punky, dangerous kind of vibe.
You know who the f I am!
The kind of hat that you would wear if you want to scare people.
I want this for free!
The kind of hat you want to wear if you want to be like, back off, get away from me.
You poncy c***!
And that's exactly the vibe I want. I don't want anyone near us.
I'm Kelly f***ing Osbourne!
And I bought this little kit. It's like a little spiky stud kit thing. And I thought we would embellish this hat and give it like a spiky vibe. I don't feel like spikes and studs are kind of on trend anymore. I feel like they died a long time ago, but You know what, I don't care. Couldn't give a shit what's trending, if I'm totally honest with you. So in order to get these on, we basically just need to make a hole through the cap, and then you just kind of have one side which is like a little cone, and another side which is like a little screwy thing, and then this is a screwy tool, and you just kind of screw them together. Right, try and make a hole without going through my finger. The reason I get scared by things like this is because I know what I'm like, and I will go through my hand. I can tell I'm gonna like go like that and it's gonna go through my neck or something. I'm gonna like slice an artery. Let's see if that's a big enough gap for it. It might be. It doesn't seem to want to go through. You know what? I've got a slightly better idea. Why don't I just use my drill? I trust myself, believe it or not, more with a drill than I do with a really sharp object. That's a million times better. There we go. That's a piece of piss. You know what? I have a feeling these little screw things aren't long enough to get all the way through here. Do we have longer ones in this kit? I bet you we don't. Why? Why only come with one size for? The thing is, why am I coming across like so many problems in one video? Brim of it's just a little bit too thick. I feel like today's just testing us, isn't it? It's really testing us. I'm trying not to react. I'm really trying not to, you know, let it get the better of us, but trying its best to do that, isn't it? Right, we'll go for plan B again. We'll super glue them on. You fancy me as well, getting my drill out and everything and really trying to get these to work and do it the proper way. And I just wasn't having any of it. Never mind, glue will be fine for this, I'm sure.
Poor thing, bless her heart.
Dollop, dollop, dollop. Perfect. Look at that. I suppose doing it this way and just gluing it on will be a lot quicker than doing it the correct way. But I'm just like a bit irritated.
I didn't notice.
And I don't want to go for any kind of pattern. I want them very random. I do realise gluing it's a bit messy. Like you can see a lot of the glue, but I couldn't really come up with another idea. There's only so many ideas I have in my head, and then there's just empty space in there. I do, however, have some rather exciting news. I'll have some exciting news in a minute once these spikes stop being an absolute little dick. But yes, my exciting news is I've finally bought a house. It sounds pretty crazy saying it like out loud and stuff, and I was kind of wanting this whole house journey to be not necessarily a secret, but just something I surprise everyone later on. But I'm terrible with surprises and I'm really bad with secrets, even my own. And I think in total I've probably seen about 16 houses, so I feel like that's quite a lot. I feel like a lot of people see like 2 or 3 and then they buy a house. I've just seen like houses with the roofs caved in, the windows put out, all sorts. And anyway, I viewed this house and it's a little bit on the like old worldy side, so like an older couple lived there. But what I really liked about it was the fact that it was looked after and everything was in like really good condition. Although it's very outdated, you could tell someone like gave a shit about it, you know what I mean? It was someone's home, just needs a lot of modernising and whatnot. And it's kind of crazy because I viewed this house and I thought it was like dead canny and stuff. I really liked it. I was chatting to the estate agents about putting offers in and stuff because I didn't want to offer the actual price it was on the market for, and they'd said that they'd had quite a few offers. They wouldn't tell us what the offers were, and they'd had a lot of viewings and stuff, but the offers that had been put forward had been quite on the low side, like really on the low side. So anyway, after viewing it, I rang the estate agents, put a reasonable offer in. I think I put a very good offer in for it actually, but I was half expecting them to ring us back and be like, no, like they want more money or whatever, because I've had it time and time again. And anyway, I got a phone call about 15 minutes later from the estate agents, and they were like, yep, they've accepted your offer. So I was just like stood there and like, almost in disbelief because I didn't realise it actually happened. And I was just like, oh my god, I've bought a house. Like, what the hell? I just, for some reason, didn't feel like it was ever going to happen. And it was just a very surreal moment, so it's pretty crazy. And obviously at the minute, I'm dealing with like the solicitor thing, the mortgage thing, all the very adult, boring shite that goes into buying a house. However, one thing that's pleasantly surprised us about this whole experience, by the way, I'll just let you know, I bought this house because obviously we haven't exchanged or anything. It hasn't even been 2 weeks since I put that offer in and it got accepted. Since then, I have paid the solicitors so much money for like ID checks or whatever. I've had my interview for my mortgage and I've had my mortgage accepted. I've had the house valuated by the mortgage lender, and then I've also booked in a survey for the property just to see if there's anything wrong with it. And it feels like everything's going really fast. Every time I hear about like people buying houses and stuff, they make it sound like this part of it takes like absolutely ages. It's an arse on, it's super stressful. Touch wood, it hasn't been like that for us. In fact, I think it's going to be a really, really quick process, which I just wasn't expecting. I was expecting this to go on for months. So yes, I just thought I would let everyone know that Ant has bought a house. How exciting. I have a very strong feeling that this super glue isn't going to make these particularly secure. I think I'm just being a bit too, what's the word, impatient, which isn't like me, I know. So we're going to let them ones set for now, and then we'll move on to the other side, because I'm going to start pissing around with this and they're all just going to start falling off. I know they are. Okay, I think they're dry. I don't want to play with them too much because I know I'll pull them off. I'll do the top part with glue, and then I'll do the kind of cap part, because I think I'll be able to, the proper way with the like studs and stuff, just so the proper secure. I have a feeling this hat might be more of an ornamental hat rather than a wearable hat, because I do have a feeling all these spikes are just going to fall off, but we'll see. And also as well, while we're on the subject of kind of houses and stuff, I did want to mention the fact that I wouldn't be able to afford my own place if it wasn't for my kind of family situation and stuff like that. Like, I live at home and I've had like certain financial help. It hasn't all just been my own savings from work and all that kind of stuff, okay? I want that to be fully clear, because I know for a fact there'll be someone sat there at home watching this video and being like, how can that person afford a house in the current climate that we're in, given the fact that they work this job for this amount of money or whatever? That's the reason why. So yes, I just wanted to make that very clear, because there are other people out there who desperately want their own homes, and given their financial situation, the fact that they have to rent and also save at the same time, which seems impossible. And I didn't want anyone to think it's like easy or anything like that. It's not at all. If you're at home and you don't have your own house or whatever, don't think it's something that you're doing wrong. It's not. You're just screwed. It's as simple as that. It's because that's what we've done. We've decided that houses are worth a stupid amount of money and wages are just ridiculously low and no one can afford shit. So I'm incredibly grateful, and I'm also incredibly privileged. I think that's the key word, privilege. That's why I find it frustrating when governments talk about building more homes and we need more homes, etc, etc. We don't need more homes, we need more affordable homes. We don't need more new building estates where the houses are like £500,000. We don't need that. The people who are trying to get on the property market, they need affordable homes, not £500,000 homes that are made from like paper and shit. I absolutely hate new build estates. They're awful. They're overpriced shite.
I guess I hit a nerve.
That's why the house I've bought is an ex-council house where an old couple have lived in it for basically all their life, and I think they died in it.
Oh my god.
But anyway, that's just another side rant that I could go on about new builds. I can rant about a lot of things, can't I? There's very few topics I can't rant about. This is the original way you're supposed to attach them, like that. And that's way more secure than whatever's happening there. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it that way. Oh, this is gonna look so cool. It's actually gonna look really good. I have a feeling these are just all gonna fall off at some point, which is a shame, but never mind. I'll just have to be super careful with it. Okay, so after about 10 hours of making this stupid hat finally done. Okay, what do we think?
I'm Kelly f***ing Osborne!
Was all that grief worth it? I don't know. I do love it. I really do. I think it looks super fun. Super cool. It's a bit dangerous. It's a bit fun. But I don't know whether it was worth all that stress I've had making it. Anyway, let's move on to the fourth and final cap, and fingers crossed I have no problems with it. So now it's time for the idea that inspired this video, and it's doing the embroidery pattern things. I thought we would do a little bit of embroidery on here. Although saying that, I'm now looking at these patterns, these very, very complicated patterns, and I'm just like, why have I decided to do this for? We'll go for this one. This one was one that I wanted to do on the shoe, but I didn't have time. And we'll do this other gem on the other side. What do you think? Like 2 crystals on either side. I think that'll be interesting. And I'll see how long this takes us. If I've got time, I might add some more, but I don't think I will have time. I think this is the one downside as well of the way I record my videos, because a lot of the time I'm recording in real time. I'm not doing like a voiceover or anything like that. There's some exceptions to certain things, but for the most part, I plop myself down in my seat and then I click record and I start, you know, going for it. Whereas I think a lot of other people, they'll make the crafts and do the stuff before actually sitting down or before like doing a voiceover. But then they realise how long things are going to take before they actually realise how long it's going to take, if that makes sense. Doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
So I just get surprised. I'm like, oh, okay, so today's gone on for like 20 hours. Fantastic. Wasn't expecting that at all. Okay, so they're on like that. I think that looks cute. I've got my thread. I've got lots of thread actually. And then we'll just do a bit of embroidery and hope this goes okay. Honestly, just to do this little tiny bit, it's taken me about, I think, 2.5 hours. Either I'm incredibly slow at embroidery, or it's just one of those things that just takes forever. Right, now, I just need to get the white bit off. I think that looks quite good. I have missed some bits. I've realised like there's a line there I've completely missed off. I just realised as I washed it. But I don't know, I think that looks interesting. Isn't that fun? I feel like when you've put so much kind of time and effort into something, it just feels a little bit more special. And I think the good thing about embroidery is, although it takes absolutely ages, you can go back to it. So you can add more to this if you want to. I don't think I ever will, because I have a strong feeling I don't actually enjoy embroidery. I think this is what I'm learning. It's too time consuming and it just hurts my hands too much. I don't mind little bits, but like, this is a lot for me. It's too much for me. Anyway, I think that just about does it for today's video of customizing caps. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments which hat was your favourite. Was it the graffiti spray paint design? Was it the cute little colourful ghost pattern? Was it the dangerous spiky stud look? Or was it the crystal embroidery that took 1,000,000 years? And honestly, to be fair, I think I've made 4 very different hats. I think they all have a very different look, which is rare because I feel like I've got quite a distinct vibe when I do something. These all look like they've come from someone else. And I like that. I like when it's different. I'll happily wear all 4 of these, mind. They're going to be added to my collection. I think I've got about 20 hats now, which is strange. I think I've got about like 10 pairs of glasses as well. I clearly like accessorising my head, don't I? Anyway, I'll see you next week for not another fashionable video. I think I'm fashioned out now. We've had 2 weeks in a row. It's too much.